These highlights are brought to you by White and Barry, Hamilton Rugby Club's property advisors, in their recent successful negotiation of the sale of club land for development.
This afternoon we're at Leybent, home of Hamilton Rugby Club, for a Premier 2 clash between Hamilton and Stirling County. Last season Stirling were relegated from Premier 1 and Hamilton were promoted from Premier 3. Stirling now top the table, Hamilton are third. They would both love a dip at Premier 1 rugby next season, and this afternoon's match could be of great significance for the ambitions of both clubs.
The match is only 5 minutes old and a penalty down into the corner. Big drive on from the line out by the Stirling forwards. Referee Andrew Healy has a look, turns round, asks Stuart Napier, and the touch judge says, yep, that was a good try. Justin Matheson was the man who got the touchdown. And this kick was from wide out on the touchline, but with the wind behind him, the points machine that is Brian Archibald had no trouble at all putting the ball over and taking Stirling into an early 7-0 lead. They didn't add to that lead though in the first half hour, and then after 34 minutes, big Richie Maxton, a powerful drive off the back of the line out, but what a tackle by Stirling fullback David Adamson. That was a try saver if ever there was one. And then a couple of minutes later, disaster for Hamilton. There was absolutely no danger at all here, and a sudden rush of blood to the head from Craig Cullen as he head-butted there. Ball kicked downfield, well tidied up by Ronald Stridham, but touch judge David Anderson's got his flag out. Andrew Healy consulted, and there was no option, but Craig Cullen walked with a red card, leaving his side a man down for the rest of the match. And as half-time approached, Stirling trying to take advantage of that extra man, Justin Matheson, deep into the heart of the Hamilton defence. Tim Clark linking with Steve McDonald. Stirling keeping the ball alive, worked out to Craig Deakins. Deakins keeping the ball secured. Graham Lindsay sniping at the heels of the pack, out to Adamson, out to Ben Addison. Addison's inside ball just missed by Sam Parlane, and Hamilton keeping the score at 7-0 going in at the break.
These highlights are brought to you by White and Barry, Hamilton Rugby Club's property advisors, in their recent successful negotiation of the sale of club land for development. Scottish Rugby Radio is now updated every Monday. Join Stuart Cameron and his guests for the news, match reports and expert comment on the Scottish game. ScottishRugbyRadio.com, now every Monday.
And only 4 minutes into the second half, and the fact that Hamilton were a man short was cruelly exposed when there was nobody on the blind side to pick up that squirting ball out of the scrum, and Craig Deacon snaffled it for the second try for Stirling. David Adamson had taken over kicking duties from Brian Archibald, who'd picked up a knock, but straight through the middle, and that was 14-0 after only 4 minutes of the second half. Justin Matheson again from the base of the scrum, thundering into the Hamilton 22. Graham Lindsay, good pass out there to Adamson. Adamson, we missed pass out to Sam Parlane. Parlane to Ben Addison, and Addison, oh, lovely ball there to David Adamson, looping round and scoring a cracking try in the corner. Craig Sangster's kick not finding touch, but neither did the return kick from Stirling. Ball back into Sangster, throws off one tackle, and oh, he might be in the veteran class now, but he's still got the style. Lovely ball up there to Craig Ingalls, and the youngster just held up. Craig Deakins getting underneath that one in the final second as Ingalls went over and held up, said referee Andrew Healy. Justin Matheson again, thundering into the attack, but this time it was his opposite number, Richie Maxton, who snaffled the ball, working it out wide. Jerry Hawkes there, flipping the ball out to Ian Plenderleith, but then we had an awful series of guddles. Ronald Stridham not able to hold on to it. The ball bouncing around like a ping pong ball until John Donaldson steadied things up. Graham Lindsay got the ball out to Sam Parlane. Lovely pass there from Ben Addison. And who was at the end of it? Yep, that man again. Number 8, Justin Matheson, for the try that took Stirling into a 24-0 lead with 10 minutes to go. In front of their own crowd, though, Hamilton weren't going to give up, even though they'd played for more than a half of the game a man short. And Ronald Stridham sniping away around the base of the scrum. The ball worked out to skipper Alan Dodge, then Alan Plenderleith, and then Richie Maxton worked the ball out to Nigel Scullion. Wee stumble, but he still got there and in for what was, well, you couldn't even call it a consolation try for Hamilton, because they were very, very disappointed as the game went into the final minutes. The last line out, Hamilton still looking for some more points, but knowing that by now the game was out of their grasp. Benji Bersanti working away at the back of the line out there. He's got the ball. Has he got the power to get over? Well, came round the blind side, but taken out by Craig Deakins. Holding on, said Andy Healy. Stirling thought that was the final whistle. Not quite. There was one more play to go, but there was no hesitation on the part of fullback David Adamson. He knew that the next play was the final whistle. Bang, out it goes, and Stirling winners by 24 points to 5.
I was really pleased the way the game went. I thought we dominated all aspects of the game. I thought we set piece, the scrum was good, line out, and in defence when they had the ball I thought we pressurised them well. We got a number of turnovers. I thought we could actually got a couple of extra tries there in what we did.
So Stirling take the spoils and stay well on track for promotion back to Premier 1. But don't be surprised if Hamilton are still there when the promotion race comes to a climax. This is Ron Evans for Scottish Rugby Television at Leybent.
These highlights are brought to you by White and Barry, Hamilton Rugby Club's property advisors, in their recent successful negotiation of the sale of club land for development.